tell you a story. I turned 16 this year. I know, how cool. Finally my sweet 16. Out of all the friends I wanted to invite though, I only knew the text of 5 of them. Of those 5, 2 responded within the first week, 2 others responded within 8 to 9 days, and I couldn't even reach the last one. Of the 4 remaining, one said he already had plans, so he couldn't come, which is fine. So for my big party, only 3 people could come. I'm telling you this because it demonstrates the use of social media by teens. If you stick with me, I'll tell you how social media has changed for the better how teens communicate online. I've been searching for months, but I finally found it. My research has led me to the depths of our society. But let's pause here for a moment. I actually Googled it and got some decent results. I'll pass it over to Green Screen Me to show you the details. Thanks, me. I now believe that teens use social media to communicate in 3 different ways: online social interactions, sharing content, and general communication. But first, let's back up a little. As you can see from my graph down here, social media use has skyrocketed in the last 20 years. In the olden days, people used to talk more face-to-face or on the phone. But recently, as social media became more and more widespread, conversations were switched towards texting or chatting online. Back then, people had memorized or at least written down their friends' numbers next to their home phone. But nowadays, with the rise of social media, people now need to use profiles and save numbers to call or text their friends. As I told you before, online social interactions are one of 3 ways I now believe that teens communicate and share info online. This is a way to communicate long distances without them leaving the comfort of their homes, which is actually quite useful during a pandemic. No, get out of here. Social media created opportunities for people to interact with each other and with that interests the new generations. The rapid-fire genre of communication is afoot. It has changed our interactions from face-to-face to through the screen. Teens surveyed about the topic said that social media is very important for them in order to get support, advice, and just feel less alone, express themselves more creatively, and even stay in touch with friends and family.
I do.
Let's move swiftly on to sharing content. Social media platforms can also inform teens about current events as well as teach them about various subjects, including healthy behaviors and lifestyles. Sharing content also applies to humorous or distracting content such as memes, videos, or art. With world news becoming more outlandish every day, teens are staying up with the buzz because of social media. Sites like Facebook, among others, are usually one of the platforms where people post this kind of information. Teens create content to explore the depths of their creativity and do what they love. Whether this is art, video making, or even dance, this passion may spark into a career. Furthermore, as teens post and grow online, it encourages more people to do so. It is the circle of content. Besides all these facts though, one remains. Social media can also be used as a war zone. People do all sorts of things on these sites. Although most social media activity is spent criticizing other people's posts, these sites aren't all arguing. In addition to all the fighting, social media can also be a good ground for communication, social interactions, and creating content. And that is why social media has a positive effect on a teen's communication.